Good morning and happy Tuesday. So, yesterday we reviewed clocks that show time to the half hour, and we said another way of saying that is half past blank. So, if it was 6:30, another way of saying that is half past 6 or half past 6 o'clock. Okay? Well, today this is so fun. We're going to get to draw hands on the clock to show what time it is. If you're excited, say, oh yeah. Well, let's get started. Great. So remember, on an analog clock, the long hand is the minute hand, because that word minute is really long. The short hand is the hour hand. That word hour is so short. We look at the hour hand first to tell what hour it is, then we look at the minute hand. So now, let's see if that can help us draw half past 5 on the clock below. Half past 5 means we need to draw what time? Half past 5 is, we need to draw 5:30. Okay, if it's 5:30, is the hour hand going to be on the 5 if it's halfway past the 5? Or in the middle, almost close to the 6, between the 5 and the 6? Yeah, it's going to be not on the 5, but right in the middle of the 5 and the 6. And then where should our minute hand be? 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It needs to be pointing right down to that 6. I'm going to go ahead and make my pen a little thicker. So there we go. So it's easier to tell where my hands are. Does this show 5:30? It's not quite on the 5. It's pointing halfway between the 5 and the 6 because it's halfway between 5 and 6. It's 5:30. You got it. Let's keep going. Now I need to draw 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. If it's 8 o'clock, that means the hour hand will be pointing straight to the 8 because it is 8 o'clock. So let's draw a short hand for the hour. 8 o'clock means that the minute hand needs to be on the 12. Remember that minute hand is longer than the hour hand. There we go. This time says 8 o'clock. All right, you ready to help me now? Okay, let's go. Draw the minute hand and the hour hands on the clocks. I'm going to help you do A, B, and C. Then you are going to do D, E, and F. So, this might be a little bit easier. You can either use your fingers to draw your hands, or if you want, you can go ahead. One of my students, Leon, shout out to you. Her mom used the bottom of a cup, just a little plastic cup, traced it to make a little circle, and then drew her own clocks so that she can draw her times on there. So you can do that too, your choice. If you're going to do that, make sure you get your pencil, your paper, and your something to help you draw a circle so you can make your clocks. While you're doing that, I'm going to do A, B, and C. You can help me too. Draw the minute and hour hands on the clock to show 3:30. 3:30, that means it's halfway past 3. Half past 3. If it's half past 3, will it be in between 3 and 4 or 2 and 3? Yeah, if it's past 3, it needs to be between 3 and 4. Well, this one is too thick. Let me go back to the thinner one. Draw a little hour hand between the 3 and the 4. 30 means that the minute hand, that long hand, is pointing down to the 6. There we go. 3:30. All right, now we need to draw 8:30. 8:30 means it's halfway past 8, almost at 9. Halfway past 8, almost at 9. 30 means that the long hand is on 6. 8:30. There we go. Alright, now I need to draw 11 o'clock. If it's 11, that means the hour hand is pointing right at the 11. So let's draw our hour hand pointing right at the 11. And then o'clock means that the minute hand is pointing straight, yep, up at the 12. 11 o'clock. Alright, now it's your turn. You guys are going to draw 6 o'clock, 4:30, and 12:30. Go ahead and do that now. Remember, when it's o'clock, the minute hand goes straight up to the 12. When it's 30, it's halfway around the clock on the 6. And that hour hand is halfway past that hour. Almost at the other hour. Right in the middle. If you need a little bit more time, you can go ahead and pause this video. But for sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and go over the answers now. Remember, if you still need more time, press pause. 6 o'clock. You should have shown the little hand pointing down to the 6. O'clock means the minute hand pointing up to the 12. Almost like one long straight line. 4:30. You should have showed halfway between the 4 and the 5. 30 means down to the 6. 12:30. Oh, this one is tricky. 12 means it should be halfway past the 12. Remember, the clock always goes around the same way. Halfway past the 12. In between the 12 and the 1, like this. And then down to the 6 to show 12:30. Who got that? Nice job. Those were pretty tricky. Let's keep moving. Remember, if you need more time, just pause it or rewind it. Write the time shown on the clock or draw the missing hands. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. The hour hand should be where? Pointing to the 10. And the minute hand should be pointing to the 12. You got it. Hey. Okay. Half past 10 o'clock. Oh, they were really nice. They gave us that hour hand. It's halfway past the 10 and the 11. So we need to draw half past 10 o'clock, which means 10:30. There we go. 8 o'clock. Ooh, they drew the minute hand already, pointing to the 12. We just need to draw the hour hand pointing to the 8. You got it. And now we need to say, what time does this say? What time does that say? Well, what 2 hours is it between? Yeah, 6 and 7. Is it 7 o'clock yet? No, so that means it's still what time? In the 6 o'clock hour. So it's still 6. And that minute hand is on the 6, which means 30. So that means that clock shows 6:30. Let's keep going. Show 3 o'clock. Show 3 o'clock. Remember, you can do it with your fingers on your phone, or you can go ahead and draw your fancy clocks and draw your hands on it on your own. If you need more time, pause this video. I'll give you a couple seconds. Let's see if you can draw 3 o'clock on your own. If you think you're done with that, go ahead and do half past 3 o'clock. They already drew one of the hands for us. For 3 o'clock, you should have drawn the hour hand pointing to the 3, the minute hand pointing straight up to the 12. Make sure that your hour hand is shorter than your minute hand so we can tell. If you have 2 hands that are the same size, I don't know what time it is. All right. And then those of you who moved on, you should have done Half past 3 is already halfway between 3 and 4. That means we need to make 3:30. Means the hour hand is pointing down to the 6. There we go. Now, what time does this clock say? You should have said 2:00. Go ahead and do 8, 9, and 10, and I'll go over it in a second. You need to draw half past 6 o'clock, half past 9 o'clock, and 4 o'clock. Go ahead. If you need more time, go ahead and pause this video. Half past 6. That means you should have drew the hand halfway between the 6 and the 7. Half past 6, and half past 6 means 6:30. So that goes down like that. Half past 9, they already drew the hour hand between the 9 and the 10. So that means it's 9:30. There we go. 4:00. So easy. 4. Oh, that looks like it's in between. And we point to the 4:00. There we go. Just like that. Exit ticket time. All right, now's the time to get your cup and draw your 4 clocks. You need to draw 4 clocks, and on each clock, you need to draw the minute and the hour hand so that it shows the time above the clock. For number 1, you need to draw a clock that shows 1:30. For number 2, you need to draw a clock that shows 10:00. For number 3, 5:30. For number 4, 7:30. Draw the minute and hour hands on your clocks. Don't forget to send me a picture to your teachers. I wonder who's going to get all 4 of these clocks right. It's a little bit tricky. Remember, if it's half past, your hour hand should be halfway past the hour. Got it? Can't wait to see your hard work. All right, see you soon. Bye.